In 2023, in an attempt to kick terrorists out of control, the British and American armies were sent to Afghanistan on a war footing. A terrible fight. The worst war in years. I was there, in the thick of the battle. I was there to help, but I couldn't help but fight.
Watson!
Meanwhile, back in London, a string of thefts across the city. No one to trace between them.
Good evening. A pleasure to make your acquaintance at last. I've been looking for you for some time. You're probably wondering how I deduced that this would be your next target. Well, it wasn't hard. Really, I've had my Scotland Yard colleagues scout anywhere in London that sold jewels, but seeing as those are some of the most expensive jewels in the city, nay, the world, it made sense that you'd come for them. So I decided to meet you here. Nothing to say? Not even your name? There's nowhere to run, you know. The police are assembled outside. Give yourself up, and this will be easier. They're on the roof!
They're on the roof. Everyone get after them. Holmes, you go high, we'll go low.
Agreed!
Come on, Watson, come on! Are you alright? That'll teach you to forget extra ammo.
I was in a hurry. My camp had just been stormed.
Well, the next camp's not far. It'll be quite a run, but we can make it.
Definitely nowhere to run now. Like I said, it'll be easier if you're telling yourself in now. No!
How much further?
Few hundred yards.
and 2 failures in one night. Mine. And his. And this is how it started. This is the story of how I met Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Dr. Watson? Dr. Watson? Dr. Watson?
Yes?
Well, as you know, you're officially on leave from active duty.
Yeah, I got shot in the arm. The bullet hit a nerve. It'd be difficult to work properly until it's fully healed.
Exactly, so in the meantime you're staying in London until you can resume active service.
Right. Okay.
Don't worry, your regiment's been searching the city for a place for you to stay for that time. Where are you staying now?
At a hotel.
Do you have a computer or laptop or phone even?
Yeah.
Right, well, good. They've emailed you your choices if you want to take a look later.
Thank you.
Joe. You'll be alright.
Joe Watson, you look well.
Hi Mark. How did you know I was here?
On the news. Medical reports of injuries and fatalities. Your name was on the list. Good to see you. I saw that ad I sent you and thought about you. You do need somewhere to live, right?
Yeah, and you said the guy was weird?
Yeah, well, if you like, I'll take you to the place. You can meet him, see what you think.
Alright.
This is it.
Ah, Mr. Sheppard. And you must be Dr. Watson.
Nice to meet you.
This is Martha Hudson, the landlady. Is he in?
Afraid so. Follow me. Sherlock! Sherlock!
Careful, Miss Hudson, that's a priceless antique.
Sherlock, we have visitors.
What? Ah, hello.
Mr. Sheppard, Dr. Watson, this is...
Sherlock Holmes.
Ah, so you've heard of me.
You have been on the news recently.
Yes, well, I was afraid you may have seen that. Well, a pleasure to meet you, Dr. Watson. Afghanistan, correct?
Excuse me?
That's where you were sent home from the war front.
Yeah, how did you...
I'll explain later. Miss Hudson, Mr. Sheppard, if you don't mind, it would probably be appropriate that me and Dr. Watson got to know each other.
Would you like any tea?
If you please, thank you.
How did you know I'd been in Afghanistan?
Suntan. Your face and your hands have a distinctive tan, but it doesn't extend below the wrists. You've been somewhere warm, but I highly doubt you've been sunbathing. Your posture and haircut suggest a military background, but Miss Hudson called you doctor, and there's only one reason why an army doctor would be in Afghanistan at the moment. Wasn't very hard at all.
Did you look me up?
Oh, no, I simply used my eyes. The science of deduction is fairly simple once you've mastered it. Feel free to make yourself at home.
Sorry, should I not have...
Oh, no, not to worry. I understand that chair is currently the only one we have in this flat. I shall endeavour to find some additional furniture in due time.
Is this the case you're working on?
Yes, string of jewel thefts around the city. I've been tracking the thief everywhere for months.
And last night you were very close to catching them, until they escaped by jumping into the sewers.
Yes, exactly. An embarrassing failure. Not something I'm used to experiencing. I should have realised that sewage room was open.
How would you have realised that?
Well, if I had been paying closer attention to the sounds of running water, I would have been able to differentiate between the sound of the Thames and the sound of the sewers.
Yeah, okay, but why are you even involved in this anyway? You're not working for the police.
No, but I am working with them.
Private detective?
Consulting detective.
Since when was that a thing?
Oh, since me, as a matter of fact. My remarkable powers of deduction mean that I'm an invaluable source of assistance to Scotland Yard, or at least that's what the inspector says. He's asked for my opinion on plenty of these cases over the years. From my understanding, I've gained quite a reputation. Doesn't hurt much, does it? Your injury?
I've got some painkillers. I'm managing.
Of course. Although, if you ever run out, I have been trying to develop my own painkiller medicine for some time. I've yet to have the opportunity to test my latest attempt. No, of course not, I understand. You're not going to take random drugs from a random stranger.
No, of course not.
Smart move.
There you are. Mr. Sheppard told me what you like in your tea. I think that's up to standard.
It's perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Hudson. Greatly appreciated. I'll get it, shall I? Ah, Inspector Lestrade. Any updates on our mysterious jewel thief?
Nothing on our end, I'm afraid. Yours?
No suspects have come to mind, but judging from the manner of which you've hurried here, I take it you're not here to talk about that.
Well, someone was found dead in the street 30 minutes ago.
Murder.
Almost certainly.
I take it you like my help?
You're not busy, are you?
I'll be down in a second.
What was all that about a murder?
I do apologise, everyone. It looks like I'm needed elsewhere. I'll be back as soon as I can. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like to come along?
Sure.
Right, why?
Curiosity.
Not many people are curious enough to see my line of work close up.
Suppose I'm an exception then.
Alright, come along. Don't get car sick, do you?
No,
Good, because I do. I'll sit in the front if you don't mind.
not at all.
Not going to introduce us?
Watson, Inspector Graeme Lestrade, Dr.
Dr. Joanne Watson. Everyone calls me Jo.
Pleasure to meet you. We ready then?
The game's afoot. Let's go. Cause of death?
Bullet to the chest.
Who is she?
She didn't have any ID on her.
Looks like it's been taken.
How can you tell?
There's a strand of hair over one of her pockets. Orange hair, all burned by the looks of things. This woman's hair is brown. And judging by the distance between the fabric and the lining, that's why she was hiding either her wallet or her purse.
Right. So how do we identify her?
Scarlette Miller.
Watson?
That's her name. Scarlette Miller.
And how do you know that?
She's a friend. A close friend, I presume.
My best. We went to school together.
My deepest condolences, Watson. Give me a moment. I'd ask if you're alright, but I think the answer's fairly obvious. If you'd like to stay in the car, you're more than welcome.
No, I can stay. What can you deduce from this?
With your permission?
You're asking my permission.
She is your friend.
Be my guest.
The coat's damp. Wherever she'd been, it had been raining.
You sure? She might have had a bucket of water dunked on her head.
No, it's got a musty smell, distinctive from clothing that's been deluged with rainwater.
It's dry as a bone out here.
She lived in Oxford. It was raining there this morning.
Did she have a car?
No.
Well, now is that down? Either she took a train or a bus.
Well, I could go to the bus station, see if any of the drivers recognize her.
Good thinking. Send someone to the train station while you're at it. What bank did she use?
A company called Forrester.
Call them too, see if they can track her bank card. Any transaction that the killer may have made using her card for whatever reason, I need to know about it.
Got it.
Alright, well, what are you waiting for? Go on then!
Right.
I apologise, that was a far more hard-hitting introduction into my line of work than I would have liked for you. I would understand if you don't want any further part of my investigation.
Are you kidding? Someone murdered one of my close friends and you expect me to sit here and do nothing?
Oh, not at all, but I'm used to looking at these cases from a somewhat objective viewpoint. I do not wish for you to obstruct any justice in a quest for revenge.
Don't you think she deserves it?
I didn't know her, but you did. I'm just giving you a fair warning to exercise caution in your emotions. Your life, from my understanding, has just been restarted. I'd hardly want it to stop so soon. What was Miss Miller like?
To most people, she was kind. A caring person and a great friend. Great listener too. She always seemed to know what to say.
You say most people. Am I right in assuming that not everyone enjoyed Scarlette's company?
And there were a few people at school and at work that found her annoying.
Annoying? I take it she had a more extroverted personality.
Some people didn't take too kindly to her openness and her brutal honesty. She did that a lot.
I see. Well, absolute candor is likely to get you in some trouble if you're like that to the wrong person. But there's no one you can think of that would want to kill her?
I mean, I was gone for 2 years. Something might have happened in that time. What do you think she was doing here?
Well, it's entirely possible that she heard about your return to London at the same time as Mr. Sheppard, or perhaps Mr. Sheppard informed her.
Mark didn't say anything.
Yes, well, what was his relationship like with Miss Miller?
Well, aside from us all being friends, they also work at the same company. Corinth Electronics.
I recognise that name. I understand they're a fairly dubious company.
There's rumours around, but Mark swore up and down that they were false.
I see.
They're based in London, if you were wondering. Scarlette worked at the branch in Oxford.
Okay, that makes sense. What did Mr. Sheppard do?
Don't know. He never said.
Curious.
Where are you going?
I'm going to pay Corinth Electricals a visit, see if they know anything about why Scarlette was murdered. You don't have to come along if you don't want to. Hello there, Walter Corinth?
Who's asking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my new friend Dr. Watson. We're working with Scotland Yard. We were wondering if we could ask you a few questions.
Can this wait? I'm about to go into a meeting.
Oh no, my apologies. I'm sure whatever monotonous meeting you're about to attend is far more important than your employee's murder.
You better come with me. Damn shame. She was one of my best. Your friend, right? You don't think it was me who did it, did you?
We do not have any evidence that could possibly tie you to Scarlette's murder, at least not at the moment, but we do have some questions about Scarlette's life within her place of work. Has anyone complained about her at any point?
Sure, a few people. Some of them didn't take too kindly to her happy-go-lucky attitude. Some even refusing to be in the same floor, or even the same building as her.
Was there anything in particular about her that her co-workers found warranted complaining, aside from finding her personality irritating?
No, that's about where it ended. Look, the people that were complaining about her were complete assholes. She wasn't doing anything to them, but her very existence seemed to rub people off the wrong way.
Did you ever speak to her?
Oh, yeah, I've spoken to everyone in this company at least once or twice. Lovely person, great laugh, talked a lot, but, doesn't everyone?
Well, plenty of people talk, but a lot is another story entirely. These assholes you described, they wouldn't happen to have any reason to harm Scarlette, would they?
Well, as far as I can tell, nope. I mean, sure, they may be assholes, but I don't think any of them are killers. And that extends to everyone else in this company, in case you were wondering.
Good, that was my next question.
Mr. Corinth, you wouldn't happen to know a Mark Sheppard, would you?
Yeah, sure, why?
He was Scarlette's friend, too.
You think he was involved?
No, but I was just curious about what exactly he does for your company. He doesn't say anything about it, just that he works for you.
Well, technically he doesn't work for me. He's on our security team, but he works for another company.
You outsource them. Why?
Hiring and training his own security team is much more effort, despite the fact that considering the reach of this company, handling the funds for them would be no problem.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have better things to do than get a few grunts trained to protect us. Yeah, besides, the systems here are state-of-the-art. No one's getting in and out either way. The security team is simply a precaution.
Quite right, too. But what does Mr. Sheppard contribute to the team?
He's the team leader, as it happens. All the other security guards will answer to him. And a perk of his position is full access to the facilities and employee rosters. The only other person with that sort of privilege is me.
And I assume that this was part of the security company's agreement with you?
Yeah.
I suppose it wouldn't be too much to ask for us to take a look at the security office. I believe it may assist in our investigation.
Don't you need a warrant for something like that?
No, not when you're a consulting detective.
Alright, follow me.
What are we looking for here?
Modern technology makes us more connected than ever, and the same goes for companies like this. From here, I can access everything, from all these cameras to employees' company accounts.
Sounds like an invasion of privacy.
Yes, well, in many ways it is, but we also live in an era where random people will post their entire life story on the internet, so what's privacy in this day and age?
Touché. But you still haven't answered my question.
From here, we can see any potential transgressions that the employees may have made, which I can only assume is the reason for Mr. Sheppard's all-access pass.
Are you suspicious about Mark?
I wasn't before, but I'm starting to realise some strange coincidences.
Such as...
The strand of auburn hair I discovered on Miss Miller's corpse. When you brought him up in Corinth's office, I realised that Mr. Sheppard's hair is the exact same shade. I didn't think of it much at the time, because there are plenty of people with that shade of auburn hair, but the fact that you, Scarlette, and Mr. Sheppard are all friends, and the fact that he invited Scarlette knowing you were back in London, all leading up to her murder, is a strange coincidence indeed. Even stranger if Mr. Sheppard knew that Scarlette was coming and neglected to tell you about it from your surprise when we found her body. Well, unless there are any other friends that Miss Miller may have had in this company.
Nope.
Right, well then Mr. Sheppard's connection with Miss Miller is the best lead we have.
You're seriously suggesting that Mark killed Scarlette?
I assure you, Watson, for your sake, I wish it weren't such a possibility. I probably should mention that when I met him back at 221B, I observed that there was a distinct nervousness in his posture. Tense shoulders, fidgeting with his hands, and the like. Initially, I surmised that he was just concerned for your well-being and hoping that he had made a good decision in referring you to me and Miss Hudson, or perhaps even that he was neurodivergent to some degree, but those characteristics are also present in people acting guiltily. Again, I wish it weren't a possibility, but everything seems to add up.
But why would he do that?
That's precisely what we're here to determine. It's entirely possible that Miss Miller found something out about Mr. Sheppard that he would have rather gone undiscovered, and given their workplace connection, it seemed like the logical first step. There we are. Now let's see here.
That file's been shared directly from Mark.
Curious. I wonder... Oh dear.
What is this?
Yes, well I mentioned earlier that this company seemed dubious.
Yeah, so?
I think we've just confirmed our suspicions.
A reckless destruction of countryside environments. Software copyright infringement lawsuits from both Apple and Microsoft. Rampant bigotry within the workplace left unchecked.
And so on and so forth.
What is all this?
Seems like the security company Mr. Sheppard was working for was far more than just that. He's been collecting evidence to bring Corinth down. He might have sent it to Miss Miller by accident.
You have a phone?
It's Lestrade. Hold on. Good news.
We've made some progress, if that's what you're asking.
Well, essentially, yes.
Well, Miss Miller took a train here from Oxford. The train station log confirmed it. I also spoke to Forrester Bank, like you asked, and turns out Scarlette's card was last used at this deli. The shop owner told me he last saw a man use her card.
Did he have auburn hair, blue eyes, and a beard?
He says yes.
Thank you, Lestrade. That's all the information I need. Do you know where he lives?
Yeah.
Watson and I are going to his home. We'll meet you there.
I'll need the address, Holmes.
Oh, yes, of course. Address?
Where does he live?
3rd floor.
Mr. Sheppard, this is Detective Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Mr. Sheppard, are you in there?
With your permission, Detective Inspector?
Be my guest.
Oh, well, that works too, I suppose.
Don't move.
Mark, what are you doing?
I said don't move. Stay where you are.
Mr. Sheppard, calm down. We know everything. We understand why you did what you did.
You know nothing.
You were selling insider secrets from Corinth Electronics to your security company in an attempt to expose Corinth for his crimes against humanity, along with any actual crimes he may have committed. But you accidentally sent your incriminating data to Scarlette Miller, a friend of yours and Watson's. You attempted to implore her to keep the information you shared with her to herself. But I can only assume she refused or didn't respond. So, in a bout of paranoia and realizing that Watson had come home today, you lured her to London to deal with her in the only way you thought possible. Because she was in a new city, she would be difficult to identify, at least without ID. But what you didn't account for was that, despite knowing full well you sent an advert for Watson to come and live with me, you apparently hadn't done enough research to know about my profession and that the police would come seeking my help. You also didn't know that Watson would come to help too, and be able to identify her. Another mistake was using her bank card, you cheapskate.
I can't believe you do something like this. After all the time we spent together. All those years and you do something like this.
I had no choice. If Corinth had caught wind of our investigation, we'd lose everything. I could take no chances.
Except your company did receive the document alongside Miss Miller, yes?
Yes.
Which would mean that even if Scarlette had told Corinth what had happened, you had the incriminating materials anyway. Sooner or later, they would have gone to the police with the evidence, and Corinth's organisation would have been taken down. So, as a result of your impulsiveness, an innocent woman has been murdered for absolutely nothing.
Mark Sheppard, you're under arrest for the murder of Scarlette Miller.
You really need a TV in this place.
Noted. I set up the other room for you, should you wish to spend at least a night here, but if you wish to return to your hotel, I completely understand.
Nah, I've called the hotel already. I'll collect my stuff in the morning.
Oh, well, very good then. You'll be pleased to know that I contacted Mr. Sheppard's company. They've sent the evidence to the police. With any luck, we'll hear something from them soon.
Good.
How are you doing?
Alright, I guess. Scarlette got justice, and Mark's getting what he deserved.
But...
Sorry. It just didn't occur to me that they were the only connections I had.
I take it relations with your family are strenuous then. Otherwise you would have gone to them for help.
You've got to teach me how that deduction thing works.
So you wish to stay then?
Why do you ask?
Well, today's case was quite the baptism of fire for you. While it was a simplistic solve compared to my other cases, I am more than aware of the emotional strain it's put on you, and for that I am sorry.
And because of that, you assumed I would want to leave.
Well, that is what I wish to speak to you about.
Sherlock, we did good today. And I think we work well together. Besides, considering that big wall of madness, You need all the help you can get.
Well, I'll have to speak to Miss Hudson in the morning.
Looking forward to it.
Dinner?
I could eat.
Yeah, I'm afraid there's no food here at the moment, but there is a nice Indian restaurant down the street.
Works for me.
Oh, good. Come along then. Ladies first.
Thank you. Sherlock was right. Our first adventure together was a baptism of fire. But I wouldn't have changed it for anything. For that day started my partnership and friendship with Mr. Sherlock Holmes.